Hello, thank you for joining me for this practice. Today, I thought we could work through fear. I know we all have fear sometimes around different things. Sometimes it is real big fear, and sometimes it is ego fear. So I thought we would work through ego fear tonight, and I'll show you the difference between ego fear and real fear, which I'm sure you do know the difference between, but I'll show you what it feels like in your body to know the difference. And so we'll begin connecting through our breath, like always. That's one of the quickest ways to drop into the body, get out of the thinking mind. So closing your eyes here, slowing down your breath, slowing down your thoughts, letting whatever go that may have just happened before you sat down to do this practice. Rolling your shoulders up and down, pulling them away from your ears if they're glued in an upward position, relaxing your whole body, relaxing your heart space, relaxing your mind, really opening up here to do this work. As we breathe tonight, we will breathe in. As we breathe in, we'll suck our belly in, our belly button in towards our spine, getting a nice tight belly. And on our exhale, imagining you're blowing out birthday candles, blowing, and as you blow out, like you're blowing a candle, really expanding your belly and letting it go soft. So let's begin that a few rounds. Inhale. Exhale nice and slowly. Inhale. Exhale. On this round, see if you can go even slower on your exhale. Inhale. Exhale, let everything go. On your next inhales, begin saying something that you are afraid of, whatever that fear is, even if it sounds so silly. Sometimes it's the silly things that get us caught and keep us stuck. So it's not that we are feeling the fear and bringing it up. It's the act of when we shove it down and we don't acknowledge it, that's when we begin to actually can panic and feel more fear than if we bring it up, talk to ourselves about it, see what's there, and then just like we were blowing out our candle, let it release from your body. And if it is an actual fear, maybe it's heavy and you don't realize it yet, like a threat that you haven't really realized, your body will feel different. So as we do this first little bit of fear, maybe it's you're afraid that no one will show up for an offering that you have, or no one will show up to your birthday party. I don't know, I'm just making stuff up. And so you would say something like, I'm afraid no one will come to my birthday party. And you just start seeing, how does that feel? It'll probably feel pretty loose if your body knows that's not the truth. Now, if it's a real threat, your body is going to maybe tighten, maybe tense, maybe feel different than feeling expansive and allowing a softening to happen. And so just noticing the difference between the two and doing practices like this is really good for that. Learning how to tune into your body, tune into your intuition, tune into what is actually there for you and what is not there for you. The ego sometimes will try to hold you so tightly and then we learn to let it go. And like I said, real fear will really grip tight. Sometimes the ego will grip tight, and so you have to learn how to discern between the two. All right, enough talking. Let's give it a go. So you'll say this out loud, and you'll probably go through about 6 rounds saying whatever fear that you're having. And if it's not a fear, maybe it's a different emotion, and that's okay. So just repeating it to yourself 6 times as you breathe in, hugging your belly button toward your spine, and as you breathe out, just like you're blowing out the candle. So I'll let you go for about 6 rounds. Each time you do it, go a little slower and speak a little slower and see how it feels in your body. Okay, close your eyes. Begin at your own pace. Inhale. Last round. Did anything change for you? Did your question change? Maybe as you spoke your question a few times, you realized, hey, that's not really the worst thing I'm afraid of, that I'm fearing. Maybe it changed into something different. And always asking yourself, okay, what then? Like, if this did happen, then what? Okay, then maybe this thing will happen. Then what? Maybe this thing will happen. Okay, if this doesn't happen, then what? Like continually asking yourself, like, well, I'm afraid of such and such. Okay, say that happens, then what? That kind of sequence. All right. Before we end here today, I don't want to leave you in a negative. And maybe your body, maybe your mind already changed that thought. So as I was thinking my thought, I was like, I don't believe this to be true. I don't want this to be true. I'm going to call in something different. And so I always like to end with flipping it, flip your script, flip your words, flip it into the positive. So now whatever you said that you were afraid of, again, if it's a real fear, like if you're afraid for your life or something, please seek help. That's totally different. But if it's a fear of, being seen, imposter syndrome, like all the things that we could have fear of that sometimes might seem silly to someone else, and maybe they are silly, let's flip the script. So closing your eyes one more time. Do 3 rounds of flipping the script, swapping out the fear and calling in goodness, calling in what can be here for you, abundance. So here we go. Inhale. For this last round on your inhale, expand your belly. Beautiful expansion, beautiful belly expanding out. And on your exhale, we'll still blow the candle, but then we'll kind of tighten our belly a little bit. Inhale. Exhale. One more big inhale, and let's end with the loudest you can give, and let your body release everything that it's been holding. Release that thought, that you don't want to feel. So here we go. Inhale, nice and big, big, deep breath. Exhale that. That felt so good. I'll probably keep doing that breathing pattern for a little bit longer after we stop here. But anytime we can, that's signaling to our body we can let go. We're safe. Thank you so much for practicing. I hope this helped. If you liked this, please like it, subscribe, leave me a comment, tell me how it made you feel, and let's keep going. I'll see you again next time. Have a good one. Namaste.